Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited because we're in the kitchen with the one and only Yolanda Gampp from How to Cake It. Thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you for having me.
I'm so stoked. This is gonna be amazing. And you guys know that I love to bake, but she is the cake maker. And today we're going to do a turkey and a sweet potato mash because it is the holidays, but it's all out of cake. Are you guys ready? There we go. I'll pass your videos and it's like a rabbit hole of amazingness. I just get stuck watching her videos and they're just so incredible. So I know that you're based out of Toronto.
Yes.
And we're here in LA. If we actually did a show together, it would be Joe-Yo, right?
Yes, Joe or Yo-Jo.
Or Yo-Jo.
Yo-Jo.
Yes. Oh, I like that better.
It works either way.
Yo-Jo, what's
That's
up?
why it's so great.
So we're starting with an 8-inch round vanilla cake and a 5-inch round vanilla cake that's been dyed orange. And we used Yo's Ultimate Vanilla Cake recipe.
Yes.
Was that right? Did I say
That's
that right?
absolutely right.
Okay, and you guys can find the links below to this delicious recipe.
We're gonna use the 8-inch round cake to carve a turkey breast. On my channel, I did a whole roasted turkey.
You did?
And the entire time I was carving it, I was thinking, what have I got myself into? But it's my favorite cake on the channel. So I'm loving that we're doing this.
Good. I have to watch you do this because you're always so precise.
Now the pressure's on.
Pressure.
So I'm just gonna turn the cake out.
Ooh, it smells so good.
And begin carving. This is the perfect cake to start with because turkey breasts are all different shapes and sizes.
Sure,
So you don't really have to stress. So you can start to see the shape and then we'll perfect all of the edges and the shape. I'm not throwing cake at you.
No, I'm okay.
Although it's a good thing to have thrown at you.
Do we need to use any of these for later?
I always save scraps.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
You never know. And then if you don't use it, it's a snack. Even though I'm constantly telling people how to make cakes like I make, I feel like I don't do it well. I'm like, yeah, carve it.
Just do this
until
and
it
that.
looks like a turkey breast. I'm a big fan of having a model when I carve.
Sure, that makes sense.
But like raw turkey breast,
That might not,
not a
with
good
the
choice
cakes.
today.
I have a question about your recipe, actually.
Yes.
What makes it different than, say, any other recipe that we would find?
Well, I've been a cake decorator for 20 years, and this is the original vanilla recipe I started with. And over the years, I just tweaked it here and there because I need them to be sturdy, but I still want them to be moist and tender and taste good.
Can tell.
But I need strength.
Yeah.
It's very important.
You wouldn't want anything that you stacked to just fall over or
no.
cave in.
That's everybody's favorite question to ask me, by the way. Has a cake ever fallen over?
Has it?
Not on the show.
Oh, that's good. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen. Okay, I'm starting to see it take shape.
Right. And I also like to cut away the caramelization, which is this here in the process. This is going to be like the meat of the turkey.
Got it.
So
This is the pizza slice. Look.
Yes.
You can save it. Save this for a pizza cake.
trim off the little edges. Turkey doesn't usually have a hard straight edge.
She said it takes like anywhere from 2 to 3 days to her creations.
Lots of time.
So we have our little turkey breast that we have here. Now what happens next? What do we do?
The next thing I do is I call in a very good friend of mine.
Okay.
Sir Squeeze.
I love your squeeze bottle. Yes.
He traveled with me. He's so happy. I've never brought him to LA before.
Thank you for bringing him. Thank you.
Thank Jordin. And I fill him with simple syrup, and then I just give the cake a nice shower. This keeps your cake moist while you're decorating.
Okay.
Because decorating takes a long time. Now we're gonna do something very important, which is crumb coat and chilling.
Okay.
With my Italian meringue buttercream. It forces the crumbs to stick to the cake. So what it is a light layer of buttercream. It just glues all the crumbs to the cake.
When did you first decide that this was something that you were passionate about?
I've been passionate about it for so long, and I never thought there'd be an audience of people who wanted to watch me do the thing I've always loved.
I felt the same way, like when I started to bake, I realized that I loved it because it was similar to the feeling that I got when I would sing. You know, when I would sing to somebody, they were happy and they would get something out of it. And when I bake, I feel like when they eat and they have that like moment of surrender to whatever baked good it is.
That's a perfect word.
Surrender to the treat, just surrender to it. So it's even better now that you're here too, because it's putting everything together for me.
Yes.
So thank you.
Full circle. And you probably don't know this. I also sing such hits as Crumb Coat and Chill, Cake It to the Minute. You know, crumb coating and chilling is a big thing on my channel, so we felt it needed a theme song.
It definitely does.
So I recently updated it. I think it's super soulful. And it goes like this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Crumb Coat and Chill. Did you feel the soul?
I did.
You feel it, right?
At the end.
You
Yep.
feel it. Have you worked with fondant before?
I have not. I am actually very fearful of working with it, so.
Don't fear the fondant. Have you ever felt fondant?
I have. It's been a long time.
Okay. So the most important thing is to knead it.
Okay.
So I like to sort of press it down. So I have a little ivory and some brown as well. And I'm just gonna create like a fleshy base.
Okay. Fleshy.
But it's really gonna help us when we paint our turkey. It's gonna help it come to life.
So what is your trick to getting the right color?
My best advice for coloring fondant is just tread carefully because you can always add more food coloring, but if you add too much, you can't go back.
I'm scared. I have a smaller piece, so I gotta be careful.
Yes. I know sometimes people are like, I don't know about fondant, but it's so versatile and you can do so much with it.
Yeah.
Now we're coloring it, we're gonna texture it, we're going to paint it.
That definitely looks turkey-ish. I was wondering if you ever bring any of your cakes, maybe one of these turkeys, to your Thanksgiving dinners ever?
When it comes to holidays, I love to make pies. Ice cream is one of my favorite things to make. I really enjoy baking other things when I have the chance.
I do a sweet potato casserole, my mom's recipe. And then my mom also does a cream cheese pumpkin pie.
Yum.
So yummy, Mommy, please make some. Please make it.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
This is a fondant rolling pin.
Okay.
It's nice
so
because
small.
it's very small, but we're rolling this nice and thin. So when you want to get your fondant thin, this is a good option.
Okay.
And it doesn't stick to fondant. It's made for fondant.
That's great.
So you want to just roll over, and sometimes you'll get air bubbles, don't worry.
Dang.
Yeah, you can really see them. That's why kneading is so important.
Got it.
Helps get out
so we don't have
most
that.
of the air bubbles.
How thin can you get fondant, actually?
I generally like to roll it to like 1/8 of an inch. This is going to be thinner than that. I never want the fondant to overpower the cake.
Right.
you
I
know?
mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then we can texture the skin. I called this on my channel my turkey skin-ator.
Turkey skin-ator.
Yeah, and I filmed this whole little fake infomercial as if you could buy it, but really it's just shelf liner. It's like a silicone
Okay.
shelf liner. So I love using it to texture fondant.
That's super
And I
smart.
just lay it on
wouldn't have thought
top
of that.
and then roll right over it. Okay, so you can see the texture. Here you go, your rolling pin.
Oh,
I like to
it's
use
heavy. I like it.
I like to use sort of the length of my, yes. How does it feel?
Feels good. Easy. I'm not scared of you. Okay, mine actually looks like a...
That's great. You even rolled it out in a
salami.
turkey shape.
It does look like
I
a
see
turkey shape.
breast.
Okay, and then
The
this.
turkey skin-ator.
Now, if you wanted to, could you just use your hand?
You could.
To press
you
down on
absolutely
this?
could. You can try that. So just press down and remember to like turn it around.
It really does look like a turkey slice.
Let's use your turkey skin, Jordan.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just put the thickest part up at the thickest part of the cake.
Okay.
And you want to lay it on. There you go. And then you just use, this is a small cake, so lightly use your fingertips because you don't want to erase all of the great texture you've created.
Okay.
But don't worry, we'll cut away the excess.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it actually fits.
It's the perfect fit. I feel like your turkey skin was made for this.
It was made for today.
Yeah, they have a connection. I can feel it. Okay. And now I'm going to use an X-Acto knife.
Love those.
I feel like a surgeon when I do this.
I know, it's so
I tell myself I'm that important in my head. So we're just going to cut away the excess fondant.
Okay. I haven't used an X-Acto knife in a while, but my mom and I used to scrapbook
Oh, nice.
together, and so we would use the X-Acto knife to like make little pieces, and whatever we were decorating with, we would use it, and so she loved that thing too.
So this is a small cake, so I can pick it up in my hands.
Yeah,
Most of my cakes I can't do that with. And then I can just
edges.
smooth the fondant underneath.
So, okay, on your show,
Yes.
you do make all these immaculately amazing cakes. Do they ever get eaten, or do they just show and then, yeah?
No, they do get eaten. Of course, I share them with my editor. Loves cake. Loves cake, so he has eaten a lot of them.
I would imagine that your cakes make a lot of people happy after after you make them. We
Go.
have turkey. We have turkey, guys.
We have a turkey, and so sometimes when you're smoothing out fondant, you lose the texture you've
Yeah, a
created.
little bit, yeah.
But never fear, you can just retexture it on the
Okay.
cake, and this time you definitely use your hands. Okay.
That is crazy.
I'm very happy. See what I mean? I have to put down the shelf liner.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. Okay, what happens after this?
Now we're going to paint the skin
Paint.
and make it look like a nice roasted turkey.
Okay.
Pretty much. So we're using the same colors.
Okay.
And I just like to put a bit in each bowl. I would just start to drop the alcohol in. So I'll drop in the alcohol. You just want to stir it together. And now I can start to paint.
Do you start with lighter colors or darker colors?
I like to start with lighter colors.
Okay, so you
Same
can
build.
build.
It's easier to build.
This is so crazy. I'm so excited you're here. Like, I just had a moment realizing that you're actually still here. Oh. I mean, I thought you would leave mid-bake, but
And I'm done.
bye. I really hope my family doesn't expect me to make cake turkeys for Thanksgiving this year.
The whole turkey that I made on my channel,
I
it took me
remember that.
3 hours just to carve the shape. 3 hours. So that's coat number 1.
Okay.
Which I'm really happy with.
Yeah, it's nice.
And now what I'm gonna do is sort of spot on the brown. I'm gonna do it a bit all over.
Okay.
And then I'll use a drier brush to sort of help me blend. You can dab, you can brush. I think dabbing really helps because it leaves some of the color there.
Yeah. So it's super shiny right now. It would get more matte as
Yes, it does
dry,
get
right?
more matte. It doesn't lose all the shine, it gets more matte. And then we're also gonna be painting on some cocoa powder. So that's gonna help us with making it more matte.
Okay.
And you can see if the paint is still wet, it starts to wet the cocoa. And we get a different,
Oh, that's crazy.
we get a completely different brown.
It looks so real. I am tripping out right now. Hold on, I gotta get a picture of this.
Ooh, turkey selfies?
Turkey selfies.
Ta-da! Say turkey.
Turkey. Ooh, it smells really good. And now we have a chocolate turkey. It smells
Chocolate
like
turkey.
chocolate turkey.
Yes.
Oh, well done. Literally, it's a well done.
Well done. Yes.
Well done turkey.
This turkey breast is roasted.
Okay, now we're on the second part of our lovely little Thanksgiving plate. We have our 5-inch round vanilla cake that's been dyed orange. And this is going to be the sweet potato mash, our side to our protein.
Tear pieces of cake and crumble them into the bowl. Really separate
Okay.
all the pieces. But you could break it up and then just keep crumbling it. And I am the kind of girl who needs butter on any type of potato.
Oh, girl.
Except French fries. That would be
Girl, me
weird.
too. Yeah.
Right? Buttered fries. It's gonna become a thing. Watch.
It might.
I'm adding color
Okay.
because buttercream gets so much whiter once it's whipped. So
Got
it
it.
loses, there's a lot of butter in it, but it doesn't look like butter anymore. So
Okay.
I'm just adding a lighter and a darker shade of yellow.
Okay.
And then you want to add it really carefully because before you know it, it's the subtle color of butter. You can spoon in some buttercream and then start to mix until it all comes together. And in the meantime, I'm going to take this butter and chill it so
Okay.
I can cut it. I was
Yes.
thinking you should do a cover of crumb coat and shell.
That is a good idea.
It might not be as good as mine, but I really think you could nail it. Crumb coat and chill.
Do you want me to do it now?
Yes!
Okay, so I'm nervous. Okay. Crumb coat and chill. Boom.
I was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm hot. Okay.
I'm never singing again on my channel.
No, don't do that, don't.
Do I have permission to just use your voice and we'll just dub me?
Yeah, you could.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind that. That would be funny. Crumb coat and chill.
You can still flavor this the way you would your sweet potato mash. Okay. So you can add some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and a little bit of vanilla.
Yes. You do a little dash, a skosh, smidgen of nutmeg and cinnamon, correct?
Yes. If you wanted it spicier, you could do like cloves. Oh, it smells so good.
It does.
It smells like Thanksgiving.
It's fall in here, guys.
I already had my Thanksgiving. I'm Canadian, so it was last month.
Oh.
So I'm jealous that you still get to have Thanksgiving. Well, I might have to just come back down.
You can just come to my house, it's fine.
Now that you talked about your mom's casserole with butter, I think it's only fair.
Butter and sugar and sweet potatoes. Okay, got the mix in there.
Okay, so we can get ready and like set the table.
Yolanda is actually going to make it look much prettier than I would. So what are you gonna do to our lovely turkey?
I'm gonna just carve it a little. I'm gonna slice into it so I can fan it on the plate.
Oh, pretty, okay.
The presentation. It's important to use a sharp knife to do this.
I was just about to say that.
Otherwise you'll have squash turkey, okay? I think just one more cut.
Hold on, I just gotta get this.
Are you gonna boomerang it?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. I was like a sushi chef.
Got it.
I'm gonna try and pick it up as one. Thank you. And then just sort of fan it.
That's crazy. All out of cake. We've got the pretty and then we've got the
mash. Perfect sweet potato mash. Butter.
Yes. Always need butter.
So our buttercream that it has been dyed to look like butter, we're gonna remove it from the bowl. I hope it's chilled enough. So once again, you need a really sharp knife.
Oh my gosh.
Is that too much butter? Is there a thing?
Okay, microwave.
Microwave.
Here we go. After you. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so there's nothing better than when like your pat of butter melts into the potato. So once you've cut the perfect pat of butter, you can just sort of melt the rest of your buttercream. Okay. Normally melted buttercream is my nightmare. Yeah. But in this case, it's my dream come true. I can understand that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just scoop some melted buttercream on. Oh my God. And then place the pat of butter onto the potatoes.
Like it was melting. That's so pretty. Girl. Yes. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, you guys, okay, look at this lovely, delicious plate. Would you eat something like this if somebody presented it? I mean, I know if Yolanda presented it to you, you would eat it, but if somebody presented this to you, would you eat it? Let me know in the comments, and also let's give a huge thank you to Yolanda for being here today. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It like made my entire year. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys head over to Yolanda's YouTube channel called How to Cake It. And don't forget to subscribe to Heart of the Batter as well. See you guys next week. Bye.